What is good, guys? Today we're going to dive into more Destroy Lonely type vibes. We did get a dope little comment on the last Destroy Lonely video from Cody himself, so that's pretty fire. I want to pull up Alchemy stock plugin. So I'm just going to literally draw in a chord, pick a root note. Let's go C sharp. For what I want to do, I literally just need one chord, so I'm just going to layer these notes up a little bit. Pitch that down an octave. Mess with velocity a little bit. Just that first bar, literally. And I just want to throw a little EQ on here. Kind of carved out, and then I'm going to pull up QRS, the stock reverb. This has a super long tail. Okay, hear how it's kind of bleeding out? What I want to do is literally just hit Control B. This is where you bounce a MIDI region into audio. I usually have it so it doesn't include this audio tail, but this time I do want to click this and include it in the region. And that's going to bounce out all that final trailing sound after the chord cuts off, like this. That's why you really only need one chord at first. And I'm just going to cut it right when the chords end. Hit Control G, normalize that, and let's hold Option and just stretch that out even further. Let's go full 8 bars. And now I want to pull up a software instrument. This is where it's about to get super interesting. So we're going to go Sampler, Sample Alchemy. Also another stock plugin. You can literally just drag a sample in here like this. So now we're sampling that reverb tail, this track. I want more attack on that, so let's see. And you can pick these options up top here. And you can adjust that stuff up here. I'm just going to pull the attack up a little bit. And decay. For this B node, turn that to blur maybe. Okay, so now we have that unique chord as a sample, and I want to draw in some kind of, obviously, ambient melody. Actually want to turn the release all the way down so it cuts off when each note ends, make it super sampled sounding. That's a cool little pattern. Okay, now let's go back to that original bell sound. Keep that same chord pattern. Space this out more. And throw a little ambient top line in here somewhere. Might just play it in even. And I just want to change that to a regular reverb now. By carving out that EQ, it makes it kind of more cohesive and also more mystical sounding. The sampled version on the slightly right panning and then left panning on that new melody. Okay, let's go ahead and bounce those together. See how it sounds. Just want to put a UAD compression on here. Can I even out the signal a little more? Just do some test drums and see where we're at, whether we want to add more or just move on to a slightly different B section. like do a 3-hit. Just copy it over twice at the end. Now just copy this over, make a second section, so I might throw it in halftime to start. See how it sounds a little bit lower down. That's hard. Let me just high pass that. And I might just throw a little portal on top for some shimmers. Bounce this down, and I just repeated it twice because Beat Breaker does this weird thing when you bounce it where it kind of skips it first. So see, it has this little like dropout right here. Let's take the second half and we're good. Here are those samples cooked up, and let's get a little preview. And round 2. And let's go ahead and pull up some drums from the SOUTHPAW drum loop kit and get this bounce going. Hi-hat pattern. Convert and mess with those rolls, of course. And I just want to have this roll descending a little bit more. Quick open hat and we'll get into the low end. Feeling a Z808, so let's get it. Go with that OG's A. Go like 30-second trips, I think. Same note, just brush those in, sweep the velocity from low to high. Here's that 808, sounds like this. So let's switch up the drums a little bit for this second melody. Be a couple of perks or sound effects for the verse. I like that. Just once every 4 bars. Alright, let's just get that final 808 in, and I'm actually going to base it loosely off this open hat pattern, so get some in. Bend up to this high note. It's going to sound like this. Okay, that'll wrap up today's beat. Hope you learned something about these ambient vibes. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Pick up my kits and this beat below, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.
cxdy.